Hello and welcome back to my channel, my friends. So my friends, uh, my name is Shantamini, and I'm going to be your today's chief moderator, and your chief guest, and your today's host, and your today's carnival entertainer, my friends. And let us, my friends, in fact, take it up for discussion. The current issues, in this so-called political campaign, which we're having now in our country. And my friends, this is a series of political programs, sponsoring the debates, the one-on-one debates, between me and the nation, between me and the paraphernalia of people, between me and paraphernalia of mainstream, between me and paraphernalia of people in our country. So my friends, these are the things which we need to deal with more. And my friends, let us in fact start with that so-called issue of gender inequality, which we have in our country. My friends, now when we in fact deal with or rather even think about that so-called gender inequality, my friends, now what does that in fact mean? Now, my friends, the thing seems to be that simply women not getting their rights, or women not getting proper freedom, women not getting the exercising of liberty, or women not getting an excess amount of prosperity, in our country, even when it comes about the educational parameter, but that does not simply mean that there is inequality in the gender. Now, by the way, all those things, which I mentioned, about women, all also, happen to be some of the issues, which our country is facing. But my friends, the thing seems to be that, what gender inequality, clearly means is that, when a boy and a girl in a society, in an education, at an educational platform, or in any framework, my friends, are not willing to respect each other, respect each other's privileges, respect each other's rights, respect each other, for what they are and not for their gender. My friends, that is where, the rise of that so-called gender inequality, takes place. And my friends, the reason why we need to, fight that gender inequality, by expeditious methodologies, my friends, because that so-called gender inequality, my friends, is creating so many tensions in our society. That gender inequality, in itself, is responsible, my friends, for so many upheavals, my friends, and even riots, my friends, taking place, between both of the genders. And my friends, where people are not favoring the other gender, and which is the females. And my friends, all those crimes against women and stuff, which our country is dealing with, my friends, there should be an absolute termination, and there should be an absolute cessation, and there should be a public condemnation and public opprobrium and public criticization of all these things, guys, which are in fact taking place in a wrongful manner. And my friends, which is why it is basically the virtue, or it is basically the responsibility, or it is basically the fundamental duty of each and every Indian citizen, my friends, to follow the order of phylogenism. And my friends, by the aid and assistance of the followers of that order of phylogenism, my friends, it makes it very clear that, that boys are respecting girls, girls are respecting boys, boys are not disrespecting women, women are not disrespecting boys or ladies, whatever. My friends, which is why the thing seems to be that the order of phylogenism, should be institutionalized in our nation of India. And my friends, the reason, why phylogenism is really required is because, my friends, phylogenism, is really a moment forward. Phylogenism is a moment, my friends, in which, girls start understanding about the rights of boys, and basically, it fundamentally, if you stick to the word definition, my friends, phylogenism means where, men admire women, and men stand up, for the rights and equality, and for the social justice, or for the civil rights, or for the equalization or equivalence of women, my friends. And that is what, is known as the moment of phylogenism, which should be advocated. But my friends, what seems to be is that so-called moment of phylogenism, while we get to deal with it, it seems to be a moment, which is absolutely crucial, in the current society of India, my friends. Because in our current society, my friends, there is absolutely no preeminence, my friends, to preeminence, even ways, into the issues of gender inequality, which we are facing, which our country is facing, and which our nation, guys, which our nation has encountered with, my friends, and but because of which, there are really a lot of tensions in our society, my friends, and which is basically directly and direct resultant or a direct cause, my friends, for the purpose of exercising of that so-called issue called the gender dysphoria, in which, my friends, girls are not confident about their gender and boys are not confident about their body or their gender, vice versa. And my friends, which is why, the upheaval or the radicalization or the revolutionization and uprising of the phylogenistic order, my friends, should be approachable, should be institutionalized in a country like India, my friends, where men need to fight for the rights of women, women need to respect men's rights, women even need to fight for the rights of men. And men and women, my friends, should go hands in hands, my friends, should come together to all for having a reorganization of our so-called mindsets, my friends. We need to, basically reorganize ourselves, reorganize our attitudes, reorganize our behaviors, reorganize our attitudes, reorganize our nature, reorganize even our persona. And my friends, that is the same thing, which we should do, to fight against all that sort of dereliction, which has taken place against women, that so-called dereliction, which was targeted against women, dereliction which was targeted against girls, dereliction which was even targeted against boys, my friends, should all, should all be should all be publicly condemned, should be under condemnation, and to express our disapproval towards it. And my friends, those all things should be eliminated, my friends, and then further solved. And my friends, which is why the order of phylogenism is really required, in which boys and girls need to come together, boys and girls need to unify themselves, boys and girls need to leave that so-called gender barrier. Boys and girls should act in a unified manner to come together and resolute themselves or reorient themselves with the aid and applicability of AmendmentIs, and resolute or reorient themselves by engaging in an active cooperation between both the genders to come and abolish all the issues which are taking place in our country. And my friends, which is why the phylogenistic order is really required, and phylogenistic order is really even cardinal, my friends, in our country. And which is why, my friends, I wish to take it up for consideration, I take it up for public advocacy and public promulgation and even dissemination of this so-called information, guys, in unpublicized manner, such that, my friends, girls and boys should come together, girls and boys should fight for the rights of each and everyone. Girls and everyone should fight. Girls and boys should fight for the rights of themselves. And my friends, even have a resolution, my friends, to reorient themselves in a patriotic alignment, my friends, targeting to or achieving targeting to or trying to attain trying to attain a patriotic upheaval or a patriotic resolution or a patriotic moment, my friends, which our country India really requires, my friends. So that is the essence of our today's debates, my friends. Which is why, my friends, the phylogenistic order is really required, my friends, in our country, and which is why every man should be a phylogenist, respect the rights of each and every girl, respect the rights of each and every lady out there, respect the right of each and every woman out there. And women, my friends, should also be phylogenistic. And phylogenism, my friends, happens to be gender specific in some certain terms, which always means that men admire women and men who seek to stand up, for the rights of women or for the equality of women. That is what phylogenism really means. And my friends, that is what we want to seek. And my friends, that is how we need to make our country great again. We need to make our country we need to make our country shining again. We need to make our country transcendental once again, my friends. And which is why, my friends, we should make resolutions like that. And which is why, my friends, and universalistic reorientation, following and patriotic alignment is really required for us. And which is why, my friends, we all should come together and should all act in unity and act in an active cooperation and display an element of interoperability amongst each other, my friends, to fight for our survival, fight for our freedom, fight for our liberty, fight for the betterment of our country. And that is what I wanted to tell you, my friends. So that was it for today. And in case if you like my content, please do subscribe to my channel. Do not really forget to hit on that bell button, and please do not comment down on the description below as to how's my performance, which are the things which I have missed out, which are the things which I wish to once again re-elucidate. Please do let me know that, my friends, in the series of comments below. So see you and have an amazing day, my friends. Bye bye.